We cut across to breaking news coming in. NSA Ajit Doval, who's called out the Western media over Operation Sindoor. Foreign press ran several things on their portals, is what NSA Ajit Doval has said. He's also said, show me one photo that shows any Indian damage that was done to our side. 13 air bases in Pakistan before the 10th of May or after 10th of May. And you can clearly see the damage that India inflicted on Pakistan, where he also has challenged the Western media. Take a look at the images using satellite first and then talk. That's the straight-up statement coming in from Ajit Doval, who has said that the Western media has been biased in its reporting on Operation Sindoor. Remember, Pakistan had been peddling lies one after the other. So much so that they were exposed in the face for even using images out of video games to show that they had caused harm and damage onto the Indian side, which was far from what the truth was, because Pakistan later admitted by itself that 13 of their air bases stood damaged in that operation that was conducted. Not just that, it was also clear through the satellite images. Listen into that statement from Ajit Doval.
We have to develop our indigenous technology. Mention was made here of Sindoor. We are really proud of it, not for necessarily what people perceive, that how much of an indigenous content was there. We are proud of it, that some of the best systems that worked, whether it was our BrahMos systems, whether it was our integrated air control and command systems, whether it was our radars, whether it was the whole this of it that was being done at the battlefield surveillance about the position out there. We decided to have 9 terrorist targets in the crisscross of Pakistan. It was not on the border area something, which we thought were there this way. We missed none. We hit nowhere else except that. And it is also not that this was a very, it was precise to the point where we knew who is where. Entire operation was started at 5 minutes past 1 and was over at 28 minutes past 1. 23 minutes.
And cutting across to my colleagues Anagha and Shivani joining us on the broadcast with further details. Anagha, first up, to understand from you this statement made by Ajit Doval, where he shows Pakistan the mirror, but most importantly calls out the bias by the Western media. Take us through details of what he said as a part of this address and where it was.
Well, in fact, the National Security Advisor, Mr. Ajit Doval, he's addressing students in IIT Madras. It's their convocation today. And when he was speaking about technology and how that can be used for warfare, Ajit Doval said that he's immensely proud of Operation Sindoor for what, not for what's been perceived, but to the extent of indigenous technology, the homegrown technology, be it the hardware system, software system, the BrahMos missile, the integrated air command missile systems, the level of indigenous technology that was used for Operation Sindoor. Mr. Doval says he's immensely proud of how far India has come and the extent of homegrown indigenous technology that was used for Operation Sindoor. He makes it very clear in the face of foreign media that India hit 13 Pakistan air bases and nowhere else. He says that the foreign media also used certain imagery, but if you do take a look at those satellites before 10th May and after 10th May, it makes things all the very clear that India hit only 13 Pakistan air bases and nowhere else. Show me one proof of even a glass being shattered elsewhere apart from these 13 air bases, is what Ajit Doval says. Very clear statements right in the face of foreign media saying that Operation Sindoor is the pride of India and is very proud of how far India has come in terms of technology. He also said that the foreign press said multiple things. They said multiple things about the way in which India carried out attack in Pakistan air bases. But one thing is certain clear, that India has held its ground and hit those 13 air bases precisely to the point with not a single flaw. That's what NSA said.
Right. And let me also bring in Shivani, my colleague, who's with us. Shivani, at the time after Operation Sindoor, Pakistan was peddling lies to save face, and India exposed that time and again. But for the Western media to understand that the kind of reach they have and to go so wrong, because the satellite images cannot lie, and Ajit Doval stating simple facts saying, refer to it and then put out what you have to.
Swesha, see, what NSA Ajit Doval has said at IIT Madras is clearly indicative of the fact that there can be use and a misuse of technology. What India was doing during Operation Sindoor was the uses of technology being Atmanirbhar, using the missile systems with precision, pinpoint accuracy. We had those focused targets and we've not hit out of those targets at all. And there's just no proof of that. That's what NSA has called out. And he also said that the misuse of technology has been made by Pakistan for peddling lie. But every time Pakistan has been exposed, not only Pakistan, but a lot of its ally-friendly Western media and also some Chinese media houses like the Global Times, they also tried to bring out misinformation regarding what India had hit and the kind of damages India was inflicted upon. A lot of rumor mongering was done and it continues, Swesha. So that's what NSA was saying that if India has been damaged or there is any infliction of any kind of damages on Indian side, then why don't you show the images? And there are just no images, no proof of what Pakistan has been claiming. Rather, we have been bringing out minutest details of all those air bases, all those runways, all those military bases that have been damaged by India.
Yes, absolutely. And Shivani, let's once again listen into that statement coming in from Ajit Doval.
We have to develop our indigenous technology. Mention was made here of Sindoor. We are really proud of it, not for necessarily what people perceive. That how much of an indigenous content was there. We are proud of it, that some of the best systems that worked. Whether it was our BrahMos systems, whether it was our integrated air control and command systems, whether it was our radars, whether it was the whole this of it that was being done at the battlefield surveillance about the position out there. We decided to have 9 terrorist targets in the crisscross of Pakistan. It was not on the border area something, which we thought were there this way. We missed none. We hit nowhere else except that. And it is also not that this was a very, it was precise to the point where we knew who is where. Entire operation was started at 5 minutes past 1 and was over at 28 minutes past 1. 23 minutes.